Part 1, The Phantom Menace. So, in this fanfiction, everything goes like normal so far. Like, with the negotiations. They, meet Jar Jar, except in this universe, Jar Jar is actually Mr. Gus, and he gets shot and dies immediately. Anyway, they meet Padme, yada yada yada. Then the gang arrives on Tatooine, and while Qui-Gon is searching for ship parts and stuff, he meets Watto, who's obsessed with Gwimbly for the PlayStation and stuff. And the new Super Gwimbly RPG is out. And Watto, he really wants it and stuff. Anyway, Qui-Gon bumps into a lady who was Watto's slave and stuff. And it turns out she has a son named Uncle Grandpa, who has no dad, just like Qui-Gon's stuff. Because Qui-Gon's dad didn't love him, but he literally has no dad, Anyway, there's this big race coming up, and Uncle Grandpa has his very own race car RV, and he wants to race, and stuff, so. And luckily the prize for the race is Super Gwimbly RPG. And so Qui-Gon, he goes to Watto, and he's like, if Uncle Grandpa can win the race, can we give you the prize? Can you let him go and give us the parts of the ship and stuff? And Watto's like, okay, sure, because he loves Gwimbly. And the race happens, and Uncle Grandpa kills some guys in his RV, and they win. Anyway, Uncle Grandpa and the guy are leaving. They're leaving and stuff, and Darth Maul comes, and Darth Maul slices Uncle Grandpa in half, and everyone's sad and stuff, and then Uncle Grandpa walks up and says, boy, I'm glad I'm not that guy. Anyway, Uncle Grandpa then brutally kills Darth Maul. So everything else in the Phantom Menace happens normally, except Jar Jar is dead, there's no Darth Maul, Qui-Gon survives, and Uncle Grandpa is Anakin. Part 2, Attack of the Clones. Anyway, 10 years later, now there are a lot of assassination attempts on Padme. She's secretly dating Uncle Grandpa in secret. She's like, you guys go look for whoever's doing this, assassinating me and stuff. Good morning, Padme. Also, okay, that's what Uncle Grandpa says. Now there's a flying car chase through the massive Blade Runner-ass looking city, and Uncle Grandpa takes a revolver out of his throat and shoots down the other car plane. Turns out the assassin is Elon Musk, and he's like, oh, the assassin is on Camino, his name is... And then he explodes, Yeah, he explodes, and Uncle Grandpa barely survives, and he has to heal. So Obi-Wan goes to Camino himself. So he lands on Camino, And the Camino guys are like, Obi-Wan, we've been expecting you. And Obi-Wan is very confused because he didn't say he was coming, so he's like, how did you know? The long-necked dudes are like, you told us. And Obi-Wan's like, no, I didn't, idiot. You're from the future. You came back in the DeLorean in the past, and you told us you were coming and told us what to do and stuff. And he's like, what'd I tell you to do? And then the long-neck Camino guy, he's like, make infinite clones of Uncle Grandpa. And in this fanfiction, all the clones are clones of Uncle Grandpa, just without force midichlorians. And he says, and here's our best clone, Uncle Grandpa Uncle. And he's like, Uncle Grandpa, but secret evil, and his name's Grandpa Uncle. And Obi-Wan's like, first to meet you, but then he realizes Grandpa Uncle's the assassin. And they fight in the rain. Grandpa Uncle gets away. Obi-Wan's on Geonosis now because he tracked Grandpa Uncle there when he's captured by Count Dooku. And he's like, Obi-Wan, I work for Darth Sidious and stuff. Anyway, during this time, Uncle Grandpa killed not only the man, but the women and the children, too. Anyway, there's a big battle in the droid factory. Anyway, they free Obi-Wan, and there's a big battle in the arena. But Uncle Grandpa dies in a terrible fight with Grandpa Uncle. So Obi-Wan, he's obviously upset. So he goes find someone else in the arena named Marty McFly. And he borrows his time car machine. And he takes it to Camino. And he tells them to make an army of Uncle Grandpas to rescue the normal Uncle Grandpa. And they're like, okay. So now he leaves Camino and time warps to Geonosis. And there are a bunch of Uncle Grandpas, and there's a big battle. Grandpa Uncle is murdered, and Qui-Gon is dead because he was there, because he survived But he's shot by an Uncle Grandpa clone and by accident and stuff, so now he's really mad, and he's an evil ghost now, and this will be important later, I promise. So, to recap, there's now a huge army of Uncle Grandpas, and Grandpa Uncle's dead, and Qui-Gon's an angry evil ghost. Part 3. Revenge of the Sith. Ghost Qui-Gon thinks that the Republic purposely killed him, so now he's evil. Lucky for him, he has a time machine that Obi-Wan left around. So he travels back in time and rescues Grandpa Uncle and gives him a secret plan. Back in the Blade Runner looking city of Coruscant, there's a new senator elected. And it's this mysterious guy with a hood who everyone likes because he's nice and gives people popsicles and other bullcrap. And Uncle Grandpa really likes this guy, but he's kidnapped. So there's a space battle that goes hard as hell. And Uncle Grandpa gets on a ship called the Invisible Hand where he fights Count Dooku. And the senator's like, "Yo, Uncle Grandpa, kill Dooku." So Dooku gets chopped up, and Uncle Grandpa casually delivers the coldest line in cinematic history. He says something like, "How do you like them apples?" Then a bunch of boring dumbass politics happen. Obi-Wan fights Grievous with the Uncle Grandpa army. Things go like normal. Anyway, the senator is like, "Join me, Uncle Grandpa, as a Sith Lord." And Uncle Grandpa says no, so the senator gives Uncle Grandpa a brainwashing Neuralink chip. And Uncle Grandpa says, "Okay." But he also tells the wise Jedi Emperor Samuel L. Jackson that he's a Sith now. So King Sammy goes to fight the senator, but is killed. And in his dying moments, he looks up, see the senator take off his hood. And it's Grandpa Uncle, who now has the Force, and is called Darth Sidious. Samuel L. Jackson calls for help, but Uncle Grandpa is brainwashed. Darth Sidious looks at Uncle Grandpa and says, "Well, your name is stupid," so he changes his name to, like, Darth Vader, Then he phones all the clones. He says, "Execute Order 66 and stuff." Darth Vader goes and kills kids. Then he leads the clones who wear cool suits to kill all the Jedi people. And all the Jedi die except, like, Obi-Wan and Yoda. Uncle Grandpa then catches word that his former master Obi-Wan is hiding on the planet Mustafar. Uncle Grandpa also kills Padme with his undeniable badassness. Then there's like a big fight, and Obi-Wan, he's like, "I have the high ground, Uncle Grandpa. Surrender now or die." Uncle Grandpa, however, doesn't listen, being the slick, twisted, mind-controlled bastard he is, and leaps. However, he's struck down and burns to a crisp.